Hello Pisces, and welcome to your April energy reading. This is going to be a general flow, a timeline of what you can expect. We're then going to get into some more clarification and pull a love reading, some abundance cards for you, a career life purpose reading, and at the very end, I want you to ask one question, so save it to the end, but I want you to ask one question, hold it in the top of your mind, and we're going to pull some angel answer cards to give you some guidance on it. So if you're just tuning in, my name is Rachael. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I specialize in distance energy work. I also do card readings, personal card readings, so if you're interested, information is below. Two quick announcements, and then we'll get started. The first is I'm teaming up with a good friend of mine, David Cohen, and we are providing a free webinar. It's going to be on April 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be all about transformation on a mental level, physical level, energetic level, all of it. And just kind of shedding, leaving behind what doesn't serve us, and really realigning with who we are and what does serve us. So you can sign up and reserve your spot for that below. The second announcement is I'm really excited about this, I put together this moon cycle package, and it's a complete energy healing session for both the new moon cycle and the full moon cycle, as well as extended readings for both the new moon cycle and the full moon cycle. So you can get that instantly. The link to all of that is below. I am asking for a $5 energy exchange, but it is definitely worth it. Those energy sessions were so strong that it messed up the camera. It didn't mess up the quality of the audio, thankfully, but the visual goes out. So I just thought that was really cool. Okay, that's my spiel. Let's get on with your reading. This is about a week by week timeline-ish, it's just kind of shows a general progression. So we start off with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Sometimes when the Seven of Swords in reverse comes up, it's talking about not being 100% truthful with ourselves. So either that is because fear is lying to us, or doubt is telling us that we're not worthy, or if we're just not being upfront about a situation that we're going through, and not seeing also the complete picture. So that's the energy that we're starting off with, and I want to show you the clarifying cards because they're going to make a lot of sense. The first card that came up was Archangel Gabriel, the throat chakra. The throat chakra is all about your truth, the truth, speaking your truth. But first, before you can speak your truth, you have to understand your truth. Who are you? What do you want? What's important to you? What do you value? Really going within, I'm feeling for the first week of April. The Swords card, that's a mental card. So it's there's something in your mindset that it does not align with who you are anymore. And a lot of this can be just belief systems that need to be shed. And because of these belief systems, you're not seeing the whole picture. So if you look at the Swords card, he has 5 swords, and he thinks that he really has his shit together, right? He has 5 swords, and he's like, haha, look, I'm getting away with 5 swords, but he's leaving 2 behind. So it's a card of not seeing the full picture, and that's kind of what our ego does. Our ego's hurry up, just grab those swords and go. Where our intuition, our truth, our higher self is nah, let's look at the bigger picture. So that's how we're starting off this month. Now the second clarifying card that came along with it was adjacent possibilities. So I'm feeling you might be torn a bit, should I go this way? Should I go this way? Do I want this? Do I want that? It's just a time to help clarify. So use the energy that is presenting itself to you during the beginning part of April, and I'm feeling during this first new moon, I think it's on the 4th or the 5th of April, to really clarify your intentions, to set Clear mental intention so that you know where you're going. And if you're not able to do so, then kind of digging beneath all the belief systems that might be holding you back and figuring out what it is that truly does align, what you truly want. And that's, I feel like, is going to set the tone for the rest of the month. So the second card you got was the Page of Swords, and this is talking about gaining mental clarity, so that makes sense that it would come after this part of the reading. So you go through this process, you try to uncover your truth, and you do uncover your truth to an extent. So the Page of Swords is like the beginning of mental clarity, but it's not a time necessarily to act. It's a time to explore some more of that mental clarity, to explore some more of your belief systems, to really like build yourself up on a mental level. It's like you're preparing yourself mentally towards the second week of April, and I want to show you the card that came out to support it, Patience. So there is something that's playing out. Again, you might not be seeing the complete picture yet, but you are gaining a lot more clarity, and you're being asked to build on that and just have patience as divine timing as a play, and you're going to keep getting like these little insights and clarifications all along the way. So right around the third-ish week of April, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And when it comes in reverse, this is talking about internally valuing yourself. So right around the full moon of this month, you're wanting to go within and foster this sense of self-worth, of self-love, and anything that is not of those, it's a time to release them. And so often this card can speak of, it's the first step is finding the worth within, and then you see things manifesting on the outside. So I want to show you the clarification cards that came out. This makes a lot of sense. Your fourth chakra, which is Archangel Raphael. So for this month, the two chakras that you are being encouraged to focus on will be your heart and your throat, which both of these are kind of a bridge between your lower chakras and your upper chakras. So it makes a lot of sense because it's how we get communications from our intuitions and are able to express these to the world and actually turn them into to action. So it's a time around the third week of this month to just work on this heart chakra, work on loving yourself. Now I want to show you the second card that came out as a clarification. And it's the Garden and the Gate, but it came in reverse. So what this card, especially when it comes in reverse, I'll turn it upright so you can see the picture better. She is looking outside, and she's saying, I want something more. But again, when this card comes in reverse, that more is within her. So everything that she wants on the outside, she's able to find within herself, but she's looking to the outside to find it, and she's not finding it there. You know where she finds it? If she looks down to right about where her throat and heart are, she is holding a key to get out of this gate and go explore this world. She's holding it right around her neck. So this 100% supports everything. Finding it within, what you are looking for in the outside is within yourself. Finding it there first, and then you're going to be able to expand past that. And this is really just the energy that is very consistent throughout the whole month. And look at this. The last card we got was the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is speaking to, number one, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, wanting something more, but not knowing what that more is. And secondly, this is talking about you're ready to act. So you're ready to move on. You're not, at the beginning of the month, you're kind of like, what is it that I truly want, or where am I truly going, or what are my next action steps? There might be some questions. But by the end of the month, he's standing upright. So you're like, yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm ready now. And I want to show you the clarifying card. You got the walking away card that came in reverse. The walking away card means you're walking away from something, and because it's ready to step into something new. When it comes in reverse, there's a bit of a hesitation to walk away. So that's why if you really do work with the energies and center yourself, focus your thoughts, focus on that self-love, that self-worth, then by the end of the month, you're going to feel strong enough to walk away from things that no longer serve you and move on to your next steps, because the next steps will be here for you. They're going to start presenting themselves to you towards the end of the month. Now, this can be 100% on an internal level, or it can be on an external level. It's going to be different for everybody, but know that by the end of the month, you're going to be ready to walk away from something that just isn't a fit for you anymore, whether that's a belief, a habit, or something physical like a job where you're living. But it's like you're doing all the work this month to get you ready to get to that place. So let's clarify a little further with first a career reading. Career, life purpose, creative ventures, like whatever this means to you. One card came out for you, and that is Vision Board. It says create a board with images and words that inspire you. That is really like the message. You're wanting to know what you want. You're wanting to know what inspires you, and it's going to be helpful to either create an actual vision board for you to look at every single day, or just start to journal, start to write it down. It's like get what is in you, get it out of you, and put it down, and it's going to help you gain clarity. If it's something that you can look at every single day, then it's going to be like your focus point. It's going to be your center point. So if you make a vision board of where you want to go, both internally and externally, and you look at that every single morning, or 20 times a day, then every time you stray from that, it's going to be easier for you to bring yourself back, because you're going to say, oh wait, no, that's not in alignment with what I want. That's not in alignment with who I really am. That's not in alignment with the truth that I know about myself. So that's really what this is trying to get you to do. Just first clarify what it is that you want, and then be there to bring you back to center as the month goes on and you kind of shed and release the things that no longer serve you. Okay, so let's move now on to a love reading. 2 cards came out for your love, romance, relationships, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship. These are just things that are going to assist getting to a deeper level of love in your life. The first is release your ex. The second is it is safe for you to love. Feeling like there is a past relationship in your life that told you either you weren't worthy, or if you go too deep that your heart is going to be broken, and on some level that needs to be released this month. And you have to know that it is safe for you to love, that you are worthy of love. And going through this stage, if you're in a relationship, is going to help release any energy that's not serving the relationship. If you're single, it's going to help vibrationally align you with a new relationship, or with a happy relationship, or with a relationship where you're not repeating the same patterns, or like going after the same kind of person. And you know how these cycles that we get in so often. This is a month to release anything that any other partner has told you that is not of you deserve love, you deserve unconditional love. Anything that's not of that, release it. And know that it is safe. So you don't have to block yourself off from love. You don't have to hold yourself back. Those are just belief systems that you picked up somewhere along the way that are not the truth. So let's now go on to your abundance reading. The first card that came out, it makes so much sense. It's abundance mindset. You got the Swords card starting off. This is developing a mindset that is going to foster abundance in all forms in your life. I'll read the card to you. It says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. And that's where that vision board comes into play. These are things that you are calling in now. These are not the future. Everything starts with a thought. It starts with an emotion. It starts with a vibration. And that's where you're getting to. And you can see she's so in alignment that she's just attracting the life that she wants. She's just overflowing with abundance. It starts from within, and then it overflows and becomes manifested in her world. The second card is release blocks, or release resentments about money. There's just a definite theme here of, What does not serve you? It's a month to release them. It's a month to get clear and keep that clarity the entire time. So if your truth that you discover during this first week of April, you're being encouraged to discover your truth. If you know that you are a part of source energy, which you are, if you know that this world is abundant, which it is, and if you know that you are worthy of this abundance, which you are, those are all just universal truths, that anything that tells you otherwise is not a truth, and that's something that needs to be released. And so you might do a ritual, taking advantage of the new moon and the full moon to really set your intentions and do this releasing will help. Journal, doing energy healing, meditations, affirmations throughout the whole month is going to help you release any of these blocks that might be lying dormant in your subconscious. First come up to the surface so you can see them for what they are, and then you're able to release them. Okay, so let's now get into an angel guidance reading. So this is when you want to ask your question. What is one question that came up during the reading that you want answered? I'll give you just a moment. Bring it to the top of your mind. Okay. The first card that came out was Not the Right Time. The second card that came out was Big Happy Changes. So you're getting to a place where it's going to be bigger and better than you can even imagine right now. So you're needing to go through a bit of this process to get there. So this is an optimistic reading. It's just a reading of have a bit of patience. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending you so much love and light through the month of April. If you want to take advantage of the moon cycle package or the free webinar, I think based on your reading, both would be very beneficial. Check the links below. So much love.